Okay, so game two was officially over with. Is of the NBA Finals, the 2023 NBA Finals is officially wrapped up. It was interesting. The Miami Heat bounced back. This game, the first game was interesting. Even though Miami kept like fighting, of course, because that's unfortunately too, because I'm a fan of the Celtics, but at least they did tie the series up. And even though they lost Game 7, they did fight back after being 0-3. So gotta give them credit for that. But anyways, back to this series. Game 1, the Denver pretty much blew the Miami Heat out. They led by as much as 24 points. They had like a 17-point lead by the end of the first half. But Miami went on a 7-0 run to start the second half, and they also went on a 11-0 run to start the fourth quarter, but it was too little too late. Haywood Highsmith had a pretty he had a pretty good game. He was a contributor in this game. He had like 18 points. So that's really good. Bam Adebayo had like 26 points. Jimmy Butler had like 13 points. And Kyle Lowry had like 11 points. Miami got a lot of wide open threes, but they missed a lot of them. They went like 13 for 39. Denver's 3-point game today was even worse. They had 8 3-pointers, or they hit 8 out of 27 3-pointers, but they had like 16 free throws versus Miami's only 2 free throws. And today, Miami just missed a lot of their 3-pointers. Their shot. Game 1 they just missed a lot of their 3-pointers, their shots. And for Denver, Aaron Gordon had a big game. He had 16 points. Nikola Jokic, the Joker, had 27 points and 14 assists to go along with 10 rebounds. So he had a triple-double in Game 1. Jamal Murray had 26 points, and overall, Game 1 went to Denver. They pretty much, for the most part, dominated the game against Miami. Game 2, though, Miami, I think they started the game off like up 11 points. So they pretty much, and they definitely upped their intensity in Game 2. But the Nuggets pretty much they responded and ended up not only tying the game but going up by as many as 15 points and finished the first half being up 51-57. And Miami overall, they just made the shots that they missed back in Game 1. They got the same looks just this time. This game, they made the shots. In last game, they missed the shots. They went 17 for 35 from 3. And in this game, the Miami Heat had 1 less free throw than Denver. So it wasn't a big discrepancy, a big difference like it was Game 1. There was a pretty good game up until the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, Miami pretty much dominated the fourth quarter. They went on a 31-12 run in the fourth quarter. But the game ended up being closer than it really was in the fourth quarter. Denver then went on a 4-13 run with like 3 minutes left, but ultimately Jamal Murray missed a game-tying three-pointer towards the end of that game. So the Miami Heat ended up winning by 3. But the series is tied now, so we'll see how the next 2 games go. I'm hoping for a long series, but we'll see. We will definitely see. Both teams are really good. Both teams have that never say die attitude. And both teams are just mentally tough. And on paper, Denver's a lot more talented than Miami, but I'm not counting Miami out. They're gritty. Both teams are, but should be if both teams if Denver can respond in one of the next 2 games, if not both of them, but at least one of the next 2 games, it's gonna be a really good series. And Denver played pretty good defense at times these first 2 games, but overall, they need to really improve their defense, especially their 3-point defense, if they're gonna win this series, because they're letting Miami shoot a lot of wide open threes, and it came back to bite the Nuggets today. So they gotta fix they really gotta fix their 3-point defense if they're gonna win this series. But should be a good series. So we'll see. We'll see how this series ends up. But definitely gonna be exciting. Definitely gonna be an exciting series. Even though Nikola Jokic, he's a really good player, one of the top 3 players in the league, in my opinion. He doesn't play defense, but he's a hell of an offensive player. He can do just about anything. He can assist, he can score. I think he's most dangerous passing the basketball though. And the Miami Heat allowed a lot of assists game 1. Fixed that game 2. Nikola Jokic overall scored like 41 points, but it wasn't enough to get the win for Denver. So that might be the strategy, but we'll see for Miami, but we'll see. Yeah, Miami's definitely got to take advantage of their the fact that Denver doesn't have a rim protector, and they also gotta close out on shooters. But Denver, they gotta play a lot better defensively against Miami if they're gonna win this series, because they allowed a lot of wide open 3-pointers, and that's just not gonna get it done against Miami. So they're gonna play a lot better defense on the 3-point shooters, and close out on them a lot better than they did these first 2 games if they're gonna win this series. Game 3 is back in Miami on Wednesday, so we'll see how the rest of this series shapes up. But I definitely hope this series goes the distance, at least 6 games. We'll see who wins this series though. Should be exciting.